What if there was an acorn way up in the tree? If the acorn fell, is it possible to know the speed as it hits the floor? Do you need to know the mass? The equation you need to use is gravitational potential energy, which is mass times by gravity times by height, so that involves mass. But there's another equation to work out the speed that it hits the floor, and that is kinetic energy is a half mv squared. M again stands for mass. So kinetic energy involves mass, gravitational potential energy involves mass. Strange thing is that the mass will actually cancel out, so you don't need to know the mass to find out how fast something is travelling when it hits the floor. I'll show you when I get back to the lab. If you've got an acorn in a tree, there's the acorn there. That acorn is a certain height above the floor. The acorn has got a certain mass. The gravitational potential energy at the start will equal the kinetic energy at the end. And that is because of the law of conservation of energy. Now, gravitational potential energy is mass times by gravity times by height, and kinetic energy is a half mv squared. But if I know I'm rearranging it, the equation, I'll do mv squared divided by 2. Now what you'll notice is both sides have got mass on, so we can cancel that out straight away. Mass is on the top on this side, mass is on the top on that side, so we can cancel those out because it's the mass of the acorn, so it's the same on both sides. And that leaves us with GH equals V squared divided by 2. So if I multiply both sides by 2, and that 2 will cancel out with that 2. So that'll just leave 2 times by gravity times by height is equal to V squared. But I don't want V squared, I want V. So the opposite of square is square root. So if I square root both sides, that square root will cancel out the squared. That will just leave square root of 2 times by gravity times by the height will tell me what the velocity is. So because the gravitational potential energy involves mass and the kinetic energy involves mass, they will both cancel out. To work out how fast something will hit the floor, all you need to know is the size of the gravity and the size of the height. So for example, if we say that the acorn is 10 meters, to work out the velocity, you just do 2 times by 10 newtons per kilogram, because that's the size of gravity, and I've said it's 10 meters off the floor, so 10 times by 10 is 100, times by 2 is 200, so that'll be the square root of 200, and that is 14.14 meters per second. So if the acorn was 15 meters high, it'd be 2 times by 10 newtons per kilogram times by 15 meters, 150 times by 2, which is the square root of 300 this time, which is 17.32 meters per second. Clever stuff, eh? Now that just used to be A level, but that's GCSE now. You need to know that for your GCSE physics now.